Hi guys, like this has been as a third session in SQL, and in the past two sessions we have just talked about the intro to SQL and some basics commands and what type of commands that we have been using in the SQL. So today we will be discussing mainly about this uh, one of the commands that we have known like data definition, data manipulation, data query, data control, and everything. In that today we'll be discussing about the data definition language. As we know, the data definition language has mainly been used in SQL in order to define a table, in order to create a proper structure to the table. For that, we have just used this data definition commands. In that today, let us just start with the session. Uh, Let me just share the screen once. So, let us just share the screen regarding about this. Yeah. Okay. So as we know, in the previous session, we have discussed regarding about the create command, which we mainly use to create a table, as we have mainly discussed with some parameters and everything, and the data types and the columns that we wanted to insert when creating the table. So let us like if you have created the table and if you wanted to make any changes to the table, we mainly use the alter command. Here, let us just give a kind of like different types of ways that we can use the alter. So in order to alter the structure of the existing table in a database. So just let us just check out here. Here, for example, if you create a table and or maybe in a hurry or something, if you have like written the wrong data type for a specific column, for example, for the ID or for the salary, if you have written the mm, varchar instead of this int, we mainly use to modify the data type of a table. And also, like if you want to add the columns of the table after the table gets got created, we mainly use this alter table name, add column, the data type of a column. And also, like if you wanted to remove a column in the table, we mainly used to use this alter table name, drop column and column name. Okay, let us discuss about the renaming of a table or the column in the next few minutes. These are like mainly these are the three commands that we use when altering the structure of the table in a database. So next is like truncate. As we discussed about like truncate, it just removes the information that is there in the table that has been already been inserted, except like it removes the memory that has been used so that it has just the structure of the table with the columns, but doesn't have any kind of information about that. And last is about a drop. Drop is like removing complete table, including its structure, information, and everything. So this is it about the truncate drop. Rename is like if you want to rename a table, you can able to like you can able to use in either in two ways. One is like renaming a table directly from A to A1 when you're using a table, or otherwise use the alter command in order to like rename a table from alter table A rename to A1. And when renaming column, just use alter table name and rename the column to the A to A1. So this is it about using the data definition language, DDL commands. Let us just see in the practicality how it's been used. Yes. Okay. As in previous sessions, we have just created database and dropped database. We already been used this. So as we just create this use cool, just create just a table as we've done this in previous session. Insert everything done. Like, for example, if you wanted to add a column, you can able to like create this one so that now you can see um, you can see like I'm added the column experience back at 30. So now you can see select from department. Now, if you wanted to see details about the table, what's it's having a database, we use generally use the describe command, describe table, department, DSC, that's it. The department. So here we have just added the experiences and reoccur in order to like modify the data type. We just use alter table, department, modify the column name, and what's the integer. And also like as I always said about renaming the column from alter the table, rename column from experience to department one. And also like when you like just drop the column, you can able to use this alter table department, drop the column. Um, and in order to like remove the contents in the table, we use this truncate table department one. Um, and also in order to drop completely table, we just use this department. So this is it regarding about the data definition commands that we'll be using. In the next session, we'll be discussing about more commands that we have been using in SQL. Thank you very much.